So, I want to say, you know the song by Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff? It's a good song, you know, and what's his name? I forgot his name now, but that guitarist did a cover version of it, and he's really good too. It became really popular. And if you listen to the song, he talks about, you know, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. He's basically saying that the sheriff in the town that he was in, you know, didn't like him, you know, and had a problem with him. And you know, every time he planted a seed, you know, he used to come down before it grows, you know. So in other words, he was on his way out of town, Bob, and the guy was waiting for him at the end of the town, and you know, and was going to end up killing him. So he ended up killing the sheriff. That was the sheriff. And you know, what's really ironic is that I have the same. Now I would never kill anybody. I don't kill people. I don't murder people. I learned a long time ago through my ascension process that when you murder somebody, you come back and get murdered. You know, that's the thing. You know, you have to understand that part of karma. So I defend myself. If I have to do whatever I have to do to defend myself, I will. But I would never purposely, kill somebody. But I can understand the song really well because, you know, Neptune Police is really well. They're like, at first they were kind of really weird to me, and they were kind of like, oh, who's this crazy guy doing all this light art and this stuff, and you know. But now, you know, the majority of them really know me, and they actually treat me pretty well. They treat me with respect, and they really do. You know, I talk to them, and they're cool with me. You know, I mean. Even with the Code Blue, sometimes I would have to get a ride to the hotel, and then the cops, you know, one of the cops would give me a ride. I talked to him and stuff. You know, even after the arrest, they made all that other shit. They haven't really bothered me since the last arrest, which was when my car got towed, and they're really pretty cool, except for one guy. Now, I was issued a no trespassing ordinance in all of, not ShopRite, but all of that plaza where ShopRite is in, because of all the light art I was doing, you know. But, you know, and that's why they arrested me that night, because I was sitting in my car, and the officer came up to me and said, yo, you're not supposed to be here, and he arrested me. But he was a young guy, and he actually ended up apologizing to me. You know, instead of like, you know, warning him, you have to get out of here, he just arrested me. But And you know, ShopRite is kind of funny. ShopRite has at night they have security. They have police officers. I guess they do overtime work. You know, they do overtime stuff. So they work there at night as security. So they just sit in front of ShopRite. You walk in, just sit there and they look, you know, check out if anybody's stealing anything. I guess, I don't know. But regardless, all those officers that are there. You know, I've been going to ShopRite now. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be in the plaza, but ShopRite is never really, you know, and I need ShopRite. I need their bathroom, I need their food, I need to be, you know, conveniently close to something. That's the only supermarket in the area, and everything else is like, you know, 7-Eleven expensive as hell, you know. So I never had no trespassing in ShopRite, just the whole plaza. So most of the police that I go in, they know that, but they're like, ah, how you doing? You know, don't worry about it. They're okay, except for one guy. And he's not there all the time. He's only there once in a while. And the last time he was there, he said, you have to leave, Giovanni, you have to get out of here. You know you're not supposed to be in here. So I said, all right, you know, you want me to arrest you? He's like, no, I'll leave. So he was there that night, I left. Now I had to charge my phone, I had to go to the bathroom, I had to do a lot of things tonight. So you know, he's sitting in the front, so I walked around and went to the side entrance and kind of snuck in, but you know, and went all the way to the back from the last aisle, and you know, make sure that he didn't see me. But you know, I did get something to eat, and then I sat there, and I kind of like, you know, I was fearful that he was going to come behind me. So you're not supposed to be here. Let's go. You know, he did threaten to arrest me last time, and the way he looked when I walked in, he said, you're not supposed to be here. It's like, all right, I walked out. He found me, but I charged my phone. I didn't charge my phone. Now I have the generator on, charge my phone, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather not spend the gas and use the generator just to just to charge my phone, but I got no choice right now. My phone is almost dead, and that's the only thing I can charge it at, because the only other place I can go is Exxon, and I gotta sit out there. ShopRite's good. I go in the back, and I get something to eat. I plug in the phone, and I just kind of wait, and then I go up front and just have a cigarette, and then I come back, and so I can spend an hour there back and forth charging the phone. Where if not, I gotta sit here and listen to this very annoying noise, and then burn the gas, smell the gas, and burn the gas which I'd rather do, and spend the money on the gas, but. So I did that. I snuck in. I got something to eat. I went to the bathroom real quick, and then I wasn't going to sit there. I snuck out. But what I don't understand is that every other officer sees me and knows me and says, don't worry about it. What the fuck? You lost your car, because of this whole no trespassing thing. You lost your place to do all. You're trying to help the tree that is doing a lot better than it was last year when I started. And so I really did help that tree. But nobody gave me credit for that. And so most of the officers, all of the officers, except for one guy, just one guy. And I'm thinking to myself, what does this guy have? He sees me and he says, you're not supposed to be here. So get out. I see you. I see you. I mean, I had like my hoodie on, I had my head down, walked in, and he still recognized me. I had a little goatee, I didn't have it, and he still recognized me. He said, Giovanni, you're not supposed to be there. I'm an officer of the law, and I'm saying, I got nothing else to fucking do but sit in a fucking supermarket and pick out people that shouldn't be there because of some stupid no trespassing thing. It wasn't even for ShopRite, it was for the plaza. So, the whole concept of that song, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. The deputy I had nothing to do with. Somebody else shot him and you blame me for it. But now the sheriff, I'm telling you, that man was about to kill me. He was waiting for me as I was leaving the town. For some reason, he really didn't like me. He was waiting for me. He was going to put a bullet in me. Not this guy, cop, was going to put a bullet in me, but he was going to arrest me. I've been in ShopRite now since I moved back here. I go there all the time. I was never told not to go in there. I was never told by the people at ShopRite, you can't be shopping here because you were evicted from no trespassing from the when you were putting that light out there. Now actually everybody treats me really kind of nice there. And I wonder what exactly does this police officer have in his mind? What is he doing? That he looks around and says, me, you're not supposed to be here. I got you. You get out of here. I'm going to waste my time and your time arresting you for trespassing. And again, I say, the police officers, I'm from New York, and the police officers in New York really didn't have a lot of time for this shit. There's a lot of shit going on. But New Jersey, with nothing going on, and even like where Asbury's supposed to be shootings, these people have no idea what real cops do in New York, and how they don't have time for this shit, man. You got to throw away that weed, throw it away. You got it. This is back when I was here. I had like a quarter ounce of weed. It's like, just throw it in the garbage. Just throw it in the garbage. Don't worry about it. And he walked away, and I walked away, and then like 5 minutes later, I go back to the garbage, pick it up, and leave. And he even go like, oh, you came back for it. I'm arresting you. Because the police officers in New York don't have a lot to do, and they don't waste their time on trivial shit. Now, New Jersey, I've been arrested a bunch of times. Much more. I'm New York only for activism. Not in my 35 years before I moved to New Jersey or moved to Florida. I was never arrested. So there's cops like that take their job a little bit too seriously, and look at me and say, what kind of threat am I, man? I don't hurt anybody. I don't hurt anybody. I don't steal anything. Once in a while, honestly, a coffee, I'll take it and I will pay for it if I don't have the money. But I always go for the 50% less from food, and I eat it, and I pay for it. I don't take a chance unless I'm like absolutely positively got no money left and I'm like fucking hungry. What do I do? It's like then maybe I take a chance. But I've never hurt anybody, harmed anybody. What is in that officer's mind that he has to pick me out of everybody walking in there and say, You're not supposed to be in there. I'm a police officer and I can arrest you for this shit. He has fucking nothing else to do. And he's all high and mighty. Because, yeah. So, that Bob Marley song, I Shot the Sheriff, listen to it. He says, you know, I don't know what the man had in me, but, I kept on planting a seed, and he said, cut them down before they grow. Cut them down before they grow. I'm Jamaican too, but I don't care. I'm a British Jamaican, and I don't like the plant. The gift from God. So, that happened to me tonight. Including a couple other things that were like, I just had it with the civilization. I really just fucking had it, man. You people do nothing but waste your fucking time on trivial shit. And then people like us have to suffer through it. Like, being in a cage for having a half a joint of marijuana 10 years ago, while now there's a line around the block, Zen Life. Ooh, all around the block for the same thing. They could be walking around with an ounce of weed now, and they don't have to worry about sitting in the cage. I sat in the cage for 28 fucking days for half a joint. Put that in my pocket 10 years ago. This civilization is so ass backwards. And it starts all the way from on top, all the way down. From the lawmakers, to the politicians, to the lawmakers, to the security force that protects the lawmakers, and all the way down, trickling down to the poverty class that's, I have to worry about, I walk away from my tent and don't lock it, and I gotta worry about them coming in here and fucking stealing shit. I've had it. Had enough. And God? You think he likes any of this? You think he likes that officer telling me, hey, you better not be trespassing here. I'm doing this because God's telling me to do this. I don't think so. He doesn't talk to God. Get it? I do. And God is not fucking happy about any of what any of you do. Any of you do. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. No. I shot the sheriff. I swear it wasn't self-defense. He was aiming to kill me. And what I did, defend my life. Have a good night. Listen to the song, it's a good one. I like Bob Marley's better than Eric Clapton's. Eric Clapton's he made it a little too much into a little rocky thing. I like Bob Marley's better. It's more meaningful.